Yeah, say here, thanks for everyone. Good morning. Myself, Srikanth. Today I'll take demo on what is Microsoft 365, Microsoft Intune, and Azure AVD. So these all the areas we'll discuss. I hope you're able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can.
sure. Today we'll discuss on Microsoft 365, Microsoft Intune, Azure, Azure AVD. Most of them are Citrix related. Sorry, most of them are Microsoft related products, and even Citrix virtual app and desktops or Citrix desktop as a service on top of Azure. Also, they have introduced for the small scale industries. Okay, so then coming to Microsoft Intune. So what exactly the Microsoft Intune is? Intune is a cloud-based. Previously, like we have MDM kind of solutions. We have previously, like Citrix having Zen Mobile. We have our uh, VMware. We have AirWatch. So these all the MDM solutions we have. But Microsoft came with the cloud-based solution, which is used for MDM and mobile application management also. So in order to support the, like bring your own device, or in order to manage our enterprise devices, it's required Intune. And Intune is integrated everything now, like in the cloud, Intune or 365, all are getting integrated with the Azure Active Directory. And what is the new name for Azure Active Directory is? Any idea what is the new name for Azure Active Directory?
No.
Azure Entra ID. Azure Entra ID.
Right.
Yeah, Entra ID is the nothing but it's the new name for Azure Active Directory to control the user management devices. All these we are going to control with the Azure Active Directory. And if we have the local Active Directory on premises, we have local Active Directory. Even we have some of the connectors. With that, we can connect to Entra ID.
Like synchronization, mean
Yeah,
AD.
synchronization, all those even federation kind of services, all these also we can integrate.
Okay.
Okay, so then here Intune is it's a cloud-based MDM kind of solution. Previously, we have the leaders are VMware having AirWatch and Citrix having Zen Mobile. Citrix
Mm.
having Zen Mobile, but Intune came with the cloud-based kind of thing. It providing MDM and MAM kind of services, mobile device management and mobile application management. What is the main advantage or what are the features we are going to get with the Intune is? So what are the main benefits we are going to get with the Intune software is? So we can easily policies can be driven by with the Intune itself. That means the compliances, whether we are meeting the device standards or not. Okay, so now here device management. If we have thousands of devices in our enterprise, manually managing the devices is not easy task, whereas Intune centrally manage all those devices, application installation, application patching. See this kind of like application usage, these also we can manage from the Intune. And conditional access. Say if the device met the complaints, if the device met the standards, prerequisites, then only we can deploy our applications. These kind of solutions also. If the device is not matching the complaints, we don't want to deliver the applications kind of thing. And the policies also. We have a lot of Intune policies, and that kind of rules. All these we can enforce by using the policies. We need to discuss how we are going to apply the policies also. depends upon the groups or devices also. And Intune now has been integrated with the Azure also and with the Microsoft 365. Not only this, there are a lot of third-party kind of applications also with the Google Workspaces, lot of with the Google other products, or with the third-party applications also. Microsoft Intune has been like um, mm, integrated, and even integrated with the Microsoft Defender kind of services also, where users can uh, like protect their devices also with the Microsoft Defender managed from the like
Okay.
other Microsoft security solutions. And even like like one of the another usage of the like Intune is simplified and like a unified kind of console also is there. Simplified and unified console is there. Okay, say with the Intune and endpoint management. So now everything like the devices, all those, it's advanced level. We can provide the endpoint management and security. Endpoint management and the security is also has been defined by the Intune.
Okay.
So that is the reason it's getting demand day by day. Most of the enterprises are moving to Intune for their device, and bring your own device concept also is increasing. For that also, in like Intune helps the companies to manage their devices also to support BYOD. What is the meaning of BYOD? What is the meaning of BYOD? Bring your own,
Device.
yeah, bring your own devices. Most of them are not laptop kind of things. Those all the those all like maybe mobile devices. And what are the advantages is very secure kind of thing for the device management, very simple and very flexible to integrate with other third-party solutions also. Scalable, say even 10,000 devices, those also very easily we can integrate because we no need of the core infrastructure in the Zen Mobile or AirWatch. If the scalability need to increase, we need more infrastructure side. But Intune is a cloud-based kind of product. Automatically, it can scale up. Okay. And what is Microsoft Copilot is an AI kind of solution where it will help for the like just like ChatGPT kind of thing. It integrated now with the most of the Microsoft products, which provides a AI kind of support for all also depends upon the issues. Okay, so that is also like Copilot is now integrated with most of the Microsoft products. Okay, so then what are the use cases is now most of the companies are giving bring your own devices. Our enterprises also will have their own enterprise own devices, and people want to work the like from their home also they want to connect from the devices. So for all these use cases, Intune is supported, and that's we are going to manage unified and simplified way. We are going to manage the devices. Unified and simplified way we are going to manage the devices. Yeah, any doubts on this?
No, so fine.
Okay, so then I'll explain briefly about what is Azure. Okay, Azure is one of the leading cloud service provider. Azure is one of the leading cloud service provider. They have IaaS related and PaaS related, SaaS related services. What is the meaning of IaaS?
Infrastructure as a service.
Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure, we are going to get the like infrastructures like servers,
The
storage, network, firewalls, VPN, whatever we have the hardware. Now today we no need to purchase the hardware. Everything is available from the cloud
cloud.
itself. Everything is available from the cloud itself. You just need to use it and need to pay the money. If you use more, we'll pay more money. If you don't use, we no need to pay the money. That is the main advantage of using IaaS. And if you come to the PaaS, so we are going to get the platforms.
Platforms.
Okay, the
Yes,
platforms may be
yes.
like here we are going to get application servers, web servers, or Java
Yes.
kind of environment, .NET kind of environment. So these kind of platforms in order to deploy your applications. We develop the applications, but we want to deploy those applications. For that, we require the platforms. The
Mm.
third one is softwares. Say we have developed the softwares and we want to deploy those softwares now. Okay, already ready-made softwares are available. You just need to use it. It's not only the softwares, applications also is there. So Microsoft 365 is the best solution for the SaaS-based kind of thing. All the applications, we no need to develop, we no need to install, we no need to maintain. Everything is taken care by the SaaS provider itself. And even we have the ERPs also, like Salesforce, Workday. Okay, so these all the say SAP success factor. So we don't need to install those SAP kind of systems, all those. Okay, so then Azure mainly is providing IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. What is the meaning of IaaS?
Infrastructure as a service.
Infrastructure as a service. Second one is PaaS.
Okay,
PaaS stands for
platform as a platform as a
platform,
service,
platform as a service. Third one is
software
Software
as
as
software as a service. So now can you tell me some examples of infrastructure as a service?
VMs,
Yeah,
instance,
VMs or like virtual disk or storage accounts or network VNet kind of things. All these comes under infrastructure. So maybe if you go for the platforms as a service, app services we have, web apps we have, otherwise containers kind of things or Kubernetes, where we are going to deploy databases, Azure SQL, Azure MySQL. So these kind of databases, managed services, all this comes under PaaS.
uh,
Azure SaaS is already like maybe like applications have been deployed like Microsoft 365. These all comes under the SaaS based kind of thing.
mm.
Okay,
So
so
FS
now
logic comes into pass
FS
itself.
Logic is the storage profile itself, but backend it is using Azure files, this kind of storage.
Mm.
FS Logic is providing a profile related, it comes under platform kind of thing itself, but
Yes,
backend
yes.
it is using
Storage, Azure
yeah,
files,
storage,
like
Azure files, this kind of storage it is using.
yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
then here, this is the traditional definition of the cloud we are telling for the past 10 years. But in the cloud, lot of solutions have been added. So those are related to artificial intelligence, business intelligence, machine learning, data science, data warehousing, or maybe DevOps kind of services, security kind of services, and MDM kind of solutions also have been mobile device management, mobile deployment kind, mobile application deployments. A lot of solutions also have been added into cloud. The traditional definition is telling IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, but we have AI, BI, machine learning, data warehousing, data science, DevOps, MDM, mobile development. All these also have been added into
So
cloud
that's
today. Okay, and even now, like VDA also, like previously we have the Citrix or VMware Horizon View. So this kind of VDA solutions also we have, but now those also have been moved into cloud. Okay, so whatever the traditional AD kind of services, DNS, DHCP, or IaaS, everything now is available even in the cloud also. Previously, we need a Windows server to get these all. Okay, but now today cloud is also is providing those kind of services. That means we no need of the traditional Windows server is not required. Most of the services are available in the cloud itself. Okay,
so,
so
yes.
then like in the cloud itself, we have lot of services have been there. So what are those services we'll discuss? Yeah. So now if you come to Azure, Azure is one of the leading cloud service provider, Microsoft managed cloud computing platform. And it's having more than 200 plus services and more than 50 plus data centers also they have, and which are used for building, deploying, and managing our applications. And they have the global network of data centers. Those data centers are called as regions. We'll discuss those. Azure supports various application models to deploy various frameworks, tools, and provide the flexibility and the scalability for different type of business. Say we are individual, small scale business, large scale enterprises, governments. For everyone cloud is going to provide the support. For everyone, the cloud is going to provide the support also. Then coming to Azure Compute Resources. So now we discussed, right? Compute comes under IaaS, infrastructure as a
Service.
service. Okay. So in that the main thing is we need to discuss Azure virtual missions. Okay. So Azure virtual missions, virtual scale sets. So with these two main important we need to discuss. And application like gateway or Azure load balancers. So those also we need to have good knowledge. Then they have Azure Kubernetes service also and Azure App Service also. So these all mostly virtual missions, scale sets, Kubernetes, App Service. So these all coming under compute kind of
Yes.
resources. Yeah, most of them are in the compute is also like is coming under IaaS. Even the storage services also. Azure Blob Storage or disk storage, file storage, Azure Tables. So like this we have we have the different storage accounts we have. Okay, so we need the storage also for the persistency of the VMs or to store the files or for archiving the data or internet storage. For all these we required storage kind of services. Okay, so like we are going to use the profile management or AVD, all these also will use the storage services. Then another very important infrastructure component is networking. Means first we need to know very good about the network configuration. For that Azure have Azure VNet, Azure Virtual Network. We can create our own networks and we can create our own subnets, public and private subnets, our own route tables, our own network security groups, site-to-site VPNs, express route. So we need to have very good expertise with the Azure virtual network. Then only we can support even with or we can integrate with our applications with the Microsoft 365 or maybe with the on-premises applications. So these kind of we have here assume three components. One is Microsoft 365 components. Second one is Azure network. Third one is on-premises network. Okay, these all the three we need to integrate. Okay, and we have Azure VPN also. We need site-to-site VPN, express route. See, these all the areas also we need to have good knowledge. And how the network design need to be done also we need to discuss. Then another important patch-based service is Azure databases comes under platform as a service. Azure SQL databases, Cosmos DB, or PostgreSQL, MySQL, depends upon our product and depends upon our applications. We need to choose the corresponding databases also. So these all available in the cloud itself. Okay, so these all available in the cloud itself. We are going to do it. Okay, it's a very simple database. That's also most of them are DBMS, NoSQL kind of databases, and serverless also we have. And very, very important for us is Azure Entra ID. Because with the AVD or Microsoft 365, all these we are going to integrate with Entra ID itself. Formally, it's an Azure Active Directory, which is an IAM kind of solution, Identity and Access Management. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. It provides a secure and a scalable solution for like how the user management or how we can give the access to the applications and how we can give the authorizations also to protect the data from the cloud. All this kind of identity access control can be managed, and our applications have been given to the authorized persons itself. That is the purpose. We have the Azure Entra ID.
Right.
Previously, Azure Entra ID itself is called as Azure Active Directory. And we can manage the identity management, access management, security, integration, and governance and compliances, and lot of some third-party applications in our company itself. Those also can communicate, and they can also use the APIs and SDKs exposed by Entra ID, and they can easily integrate with the single sign-on, multi-factor authentications. This also very easily we can integrate with our Azure Entra ID. With our Azure Entra ID also we can integrate. See, these all the services we can integrate. And what is the main advantage is locally managing Active Directory is very expensive kind of thing. And like scalability is again very, very like lot of manpower required, lot of support team is required. But it's very easy to manage Azure Entra ID. Its scalability is there, productivity can be increased, more security, scalability, and the cost is can be reduced. Okay, main thing is we are going to reduce lot of cost.
Mm.
Okay, so then in the finally in the Azure, our area is VDI. What is the VDI solution from? What is the VDI solution from Azure is
AVD.
Azure AVD. Previously, it's called as uh,
AVD.
WVD. Okay, say here Azure Virtual Desktops, formerly known as Windows Virtual Desktops, which provides a VDA kind of solution, desktops and app virtualization hosted on all these days in the Citrix we use on premises, but now here is going to be deployed on Azure Cloud Platform. And where the organizations easily say, suppose compared to Citrix also, this is easy, and most of the controller kind of components have been managed by Azure itself. This is the simplest VDA solution as of now in the world. That is the reason Azure AVD also is getting demand, and in the Microsoft 365 we have those all the desktops, all those PCs are giving.
Mm.
Okay, in the Azure infrastructure, they're giving Azure AVD.
AVD.
Okay, so we can easily deliver the desktops. That is the concept of VDA itself. To the any device, any location, okay, any connection, we can deliver the desktops. Okay, so then with the integration with the Microsoft 365 and other Azure applications, okay, so lot of advantages we are going to get, and the overall cost also is going to reduce a lot. The overall cost is going to reduce. Then the user experience, don't compare with Citrix, but Azure AVD user experience also is good, but no, we can't compare with
Citrix.
Citrix kind of user experience is the top as of now also. Okay, but security is more, simplify management, and performance also is good. multi-session OS we can deploy in the cloud, and we can bring our own licenses kind of concept. Bring your own devices there. Here this is bring your own licenses. That means already we have Windows licenses, all those. We can bring that licenses also, and we can integrate with other Microsoft 365 products. Highly scalable. You want 10,000 desktops in the Citrix, it takes minimum 2 to 3 months to set up that kind of infrastructures. But here in the cloud, it's very simple to scale up also. We can use the PowerShell kind of things, or Terraform also we can use. We can easily scale up more infrastructure wise. Okay. And here again, simplified management, enhanced productivity. All these Microsoft are giving scalability, easy administration, easy integration, and that automatically improves the enterprise productivity. Enterprise productivity is going to increase automatically. Okay. So finally, we'll come for one second. Which type of users are going to use Azure AVD we have? Yeah. So mostly financial based clients or healthcare kind of minds. They want the desktops with a very secure, and lot of regulations would be there in the Europe or US. Like Azure AVD is certified with all those security and regulation kind of services, and automatically we can scale up, scale down. Say whenever we have a dynamic kind of environment where I have a usage for more 3 months, I want more contact workers need to work. After that, we want to remove. This kind of elastic workforce also can be managed by Azure AVD in a better way. And most of the work from home kind of environment also is increasing, and the hybrid models also increasing. Then Azure AVD they can use. And special kind of workloads, they want the very legacy kind of applications. Okay, so these kind of specialized workloads also can be supported by Azure AVD. What is the main disadvantage is offline is not possible. The traditional VDAs will support offline also, but without having the internet,
AVD doesn't work.
yeah, AVD is not for offline. Maybe going forward, we need to see whether they will give the offline kind of scenarios also. Okay, but otherwise, this is the best solution. Yeah, then coming to Microsoft 365 is now they're going to bring most of the products into, like it's one of the very big comprehensive suite. In 2010, we have Office 365 has been introduced as a subscription kind of model. But in 2017, somewhere, they bring Microsoft 365 kind of concept. Most of the Microsoft services, they're bringing into 365. Okay, it's a cloud-based like enterprise app kind of management, and it manages device management, most of the cloud services, integrations, advanced security, defender kind of services, threat protection, all these compliances, all these. It's also suits for the small scale users, medium, large scale enterprises, education institutes, or maybe non-profit NGO kind of organizations also, they're going to support. And coming to Microsoft components, we already knows Office 365 components. Previously, we have Microsoft Office need to be installed, but now they're going to give cloud-based kind of Office 365. In this suite, we are getting like most of the Office-based products like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Outlook, OneNote, Access, Publish. Okay, so other than this, so we are going to get cloud-based services also like OneDrive, SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Exchange, Yammer. Okay, so then in this, most of the people are using OneDrive kind of thing. and Microsoft Teams. Okay, Exchange servers. Okay, so these all people are using, and some of the companies are using SharePoint also. So for the document kind of sharing, collaboration between the teams, for that also they were using SharePoint kind of services also. Then another important one is Defender, where we have threat protection and malware, phishing attacks. All these detection can be performed. Compliance standards can be verified using the Defender kind of thing. And Azure information protection and lot of cloud-based in the Azure also we'll discuss some of the security services, how we are going to provide the security standards also to this. And monitoring wise, we'll use Azure Monitor. So we required one monitoring solution also. Azure Monitor will provide those kind of monitoring kind of things. And we have very good MFA also, multi-factor authentication, and most of the applications have been integrated for the authentication with the MFA. And we have Intune, Autopilot, Endpoint Manager. All these also now part of Microsoft 365 itself. And even now, Power BI, Power Apps, these also like getting more demand. Most of the analytic teams also, like previously we have a MSBI or Azure ADF. Those also now move to Power Apps itself now. That is the reason those also like facing lot of problems because it's very simple to manage. Okay, Power Apps and Power BI, these also is getting more demand, and these all AI-based kind of support, and like those kind of data engineers also is losing some jobs today with this. And we have the different subscription models, different license models. Okay, so I covered most of the business plans we have, but for the education institutes, we have different plans. For the small scale industries, we have different plans. For large scale enterprises, we have different plans. For home base also, we have the different plans. And for the small scale kind of business, we have Microsoft 365 Business Basic Plan, Standard, and Premium. And we are going to mostly work with the enterprises. For enterprises, they given E3, E5, F3. So maybe other plans also they may add. Say here for the enterprises, we have these kind of plans have been given by the mostly the features, and the pricing model is going to be changed based on these plans. And tools integration also is going to be changes. Okay. So these all like will summarize. So first we'll start with Azure basic infra VNet. I'll cover in 3 to 4 days. Fastly I'll revise. If you have any more doubts on that, we'll discuss more. Okay, then Azure wise we need to cover some PowerShell also. We need to practice most of the on top of that Windows also PowerShell kind of things we need. In every scenario we'll use at least we'll get some PowerShell basic usage, all that also practice once, because interview wise PowerShell also plays vital role, because everyone are expecting we in the job we may not use, but in the interview if you want to crack, definitely we need to claim we have S PowerShell skills also. Okay, so then we'll start with AVD, then we'll go for Microsoft 365 parallel AVD and 365 also. If one we can go for this. Before that, we need to understand how we are going to design our network for the hybrid model kind of network. And Azure network is different. Microsoft 365 network is different. For that also, we need to establish the connections. Okay, sure. Any doubts on this?
So now